Hi Scorpio, it's Sloan Rhodes here with your life purpose, career, and money reading for April 2020, or whenever you happen to be watching or listening to this reading. It's always the right time whenever you come across something. Okay, so just a reminder, Scorpio, that all of my YouTube videos are available in audio format, so you can listen to them as well as watch them here. There are links below. And let's go ahead and get started. Today I'm drawing one card from the Money and the Law of Attraction by Esther and Jerry Hicks, one card from the Life Purpose deck by Doreen Virtue, 3 cards from the Archangel Power Tarot, 1 card from the Money Tarot by Eugene Vinitsky as we take a peek at your money, and 1 card from the Tarot of the New Visions, looking at what's going on behind the scenes for Scorpio, Sun, Moon, and Rising. Beautiful water sign. You guys are all doing well. Or you all are all doing well. Trying to get away from saying you guys all the time. Okay, here we go. I can always tell a different financial abundance story. And under the deck, my life is as good as I allow it to be. That can be triggering for some people. We'll talk about that in a second. That's number 48, number 12, number 3. This is number 7, or 25, number 7. I can always tell a different financial abundance story. Now, some of you may be like, yeah, but it doesn't change the fact that my money is lacking, or I'm not earning any money right now, this kind of thing. But it's telling you, well, it's not telling you, I can always tell, but it's guiding you, it's suggesting here that you can tell a different story. Because you may not be earning any money currently, or you may not have a job in the moment that earns you money, but there's certainly a ton of abundance available to you. The air molecules. Now I know that you're going to be like, that's different, I can't buy food with air molecules. And I'm not going to get into that whole debate here, Scorpio, but it's really about changing your connection to the moment. My life is as good as I allow it to be. Right? Raising your arms and saying, yes, there's a lot of beautiful things available to me right here and now. No one owns the blue of the sky. No one owns the trees, the birds, the insects, the sound of the birds tweeting in the trees, the clouds, the shapes you create in your mind through your imagination in the clouds. That's available always if you give it your attention. Maybe there's no trees around you, but you can certainly see that fly, right? The wings on the fly, that iridescent color on the fly. That's amazing. That's a miracle when you look at it. And you really look at it. That's what this is encouraging you to do. I can always tell a different financial abundance story. That's a small example of ways in which you can shift out of misery and feelings of lack and scarcity mindset into a feeling of an expression and a storyline that involves more abundance. It doesn't create money in your hand in that moment, but it creates an openness, an appreciation for what is that you enjoy, that you're curious about, the curiosity, the fascination for what is occurring. It creates openings, awakenings, awareness. And when you are open, you are more available for ideas and opportunities to come in that can lead to more money, more abundance, more connections, right? So that's where it's guiding you. I can always tell a different financial abundance story. And that includes when other people try to draw you into, doesn't this suck? Everything's shut down, my money's going out the door, I'm not making any money. And you say, yes, I know, me too. And suddenly you're in that. It's very common, right? There's no judgment here. We all have done it or do it or will do it. But it's about catching yourself when you can and saying, oh, wait a minute. That doesn't actually feel good. I feel my adrenaline rising, my adrenals feel depleted, the cortisol is rising within me, my cortisol levels are rising. That doesn't feel good to the heart. You can always tell a different financial abundance story, by connecting to how it feels in the moment. How does it feel in my body when I tell that story? Or after I spent half an hour talking about that particular financial lack story. It doesn't feel good. That's your barometer right there. It's neither right nor wrong. It's your journey, Scorpio. And we all do it, but this is coming in for you right now. So it's not that you're unique in this. Everyone can benefit from telling a different financial abundance story if it's one that we repeatedly tell, and we normally do, of lack, scarcity, fear, anxiety. So when you can, catch yourself. And even if it's after you spent a week telling the same story, anytime you can catch yourself and say, you know what? And yet, the birds are still chirping. Nature is still abundant in my world. There's still hope for a better financial future. Through these new connections, through the fact that there's a leveling going on, more understanding and compassion for how we are, in many ways, all working together. A tremendous desire upon the planet Earth for a more fair and just society, more care of the earth, all of that. Spending time in that energy allows you to be open to more possibilities, as opposed to close down and a very narrow perspective of this is all bad because the one job that I've had for 5 years or 5 days, is not paying me right now, or is no longer in existence. I'll never find another job. I'm never going to get any money again. Very narrow. It's like walking around with blinders. But if you imagine a wider perspective, not looking at maybe money necessarily, but abundance. A simple shift. Money can be very triggering. Finances, very triggering. But when you think about abundance or expansion or nature even, it's less triggering. It's a game to play. But it's a game to play for your better feeling self. No one's trying to trick you into doing this. It's your game to play, as it is for all of us, right? I did not mean to spend that much time on it, but I guess for whatever reason it came through like that, so I'm just gonna let that be. Again, Scorpio, it's not because you're doing anything wrong. Right? If this were a different sign, I would be saying it to another sign, but so don't worry. It's not like you've done something wrong or you're not doing it right. It's just an encouragement here to continue to tell a different story, or to focus in on a different story, so you can allow yourself to feel better, right? My life is as good as I allow it to be. By what you focus on, by what you draw your attention to. Even if it's just the breath, in and out of the breath during stressful times. Look at that, my body is working. My lungs are working. My heart is beating. My body's a miracle. That's pretty amazing. My blood is pumping. My saliva is being generated. My eyes are blinking. That's cool. I hate this apartment. I hate my roommates, but gosh, my body's a miracle. It's a game to play. All right, what's the message for Scorpio? I really got lost in that message. I keep looking at the time. I'm like, how is it already 9 minutes? And I've only got basically drawn one card, so I don't know how long I was talking about that. But it must have been important, I guess. Scorpio, Sun, Moon, Rising. The message. What's the message for Scorpios? Teaching. You inspire young people to learn, and you're on the right path, Scorpio. Keep doing what you're doing because it's working, right? Like I said, you're not doing anything wrong here. You've just been encouraged to continue to amplify that energy that you've already been working with by telling the better feeling story, right? Here we have teaching. You inspire young people to learn. This is during this particular time frame, or whenever you are happening to be listening to or watching this reading, right? We have a woman up here and she's got all these pupils. So there's something going on for you, Scorpio, where children are a focus, and imparting what you know to young people is a focus. And it's a beautiful time right now. Like if you're at home and you're not working your normal hours, there's an opportunity here to reach out to young people through social media, through the internet, through taking classes, getting your teaching certificate, some sort of teaching certificate, so you can help children, reaching out to other teachers, this kind of thing. I think you enjoy watching the transformation of children as they grow and learn. You are one of the more transformative signs. You're very comfortable with transformation, Scorpio. And here we have these butterflies, right? And so in a way she's helping children to understand their own ability and unique connection to transformation and change. You inspire young people to learn. Keep doing what you're doing because it's working. And here she is, right? The angel. Heart out. Heart-centered energy here, Scorpio. Keep doing what you're doing. You're on the right path. Teaching others what you know. Maybe you're just around kids a lot. Maybe you're with your family and they're around. And maybe you're homeschooling for some of you. I think what this energy is about jumping on the fear when it comes in as quickly as you can and say, you know what, there is a lot of fear and anxiety. Acknowledge it. Say, yeah, these are uncertain times right now. But it won't always be this way. Or maybe it's leading to something even better for me. Very specific message here for you around teaching. You inspire young people to learn. The changes you make within self, the way that you are leading your life, the way that you are continuing to educate yourself in all areas of your life, inspires young people to do the same. The way that you are able to adapt and transform teaches others, including children, how to do that for themselves without you actually having to teach them in terms of traditional teaching methods. And I will say, for some of you, it's about reconnecting with the inner child and reassuring and teaching your inner child that, yeah, you've got this. Everything's going to be okay. You know? Leading the way. Showing your inner child by your connection to him or her, or I use those pronouns, but not to exclude anyone, that you've got this. He or she's okay. You're in charge. Even when you don't feel like you as you know, the individual is in charge, you, in terms of your higher self, is helping you and guiding you as well. Okay, let's get the tarot cards. Listen to your other readings as well. This is for Scorpio, Sun, Moon, and Rising, if you want additional guidance. So what's been going on for Scorpio? Why was that message about telling a different story so important? I mean, that was real, just channeling that, whatever I said about that, because I had absolutely no connection to time during that. I have to go back and listen to this and see what I said. Scorpio. Four of Gabriel, the World, beautiful energy, and the Six of Michael in reverse, and the Wheel. This goes so beautifully with this. I mean, even the color scheme is very similar, right? New beginnings, end of delays, a change in direction that offers happiness. Leveling up. New beginning here. the end of a cycle with the hope of a new beginning at a newer level. We have that here with the Four of Gabriel as well. That's a very initiatory card, the Four of Gabriel in the recent past. And it may not be the recent past, it may just be that during this time frame. I kind of lay them out as past, present, future, but they do tell a story, Scorpio. But with the Four of Gabriel, we do have this kind of initiatory feel. We have the focus on home as well. But with the Four of Gabriel, by initiation, I speak of childbirth, anniversaries, birthdays even. It's not really time for graduation, but graduations, that kind of thing, where you bump up, you level up, right? And we have that here with the world in the center. A very happy ending, coming full circle, spiritual growth and insight. Can you inspire young people through your own transformation? You're on the right path. Keep going. Keep doing as you've been doing. Keep reconnecting to the better feeling stories, the more abundant stories that you tell and that you are around or that you listen to from others. Really nice cards here for you, Scorpio. And then towards the end of April, if we want to look at in this time frame, or just throughout this time frame, we have the Six of Michael in reverse. So there may be something that you kind of go back to here as you work towards this completion energy with the world. It may also be that there's a trip that you come back from, or that someone comes in from a trip or comes back into your world with the Six of Michael. But very, very nice cards here for you. It may be that you are, coming full circle in a lot of ways. It may feel that way. Definitely a leveling up here. The Wheel, the World, Six of Michael in reverse, the Return, leveling up, new beginnings. Really, really nice. Let's take a peek at your money, Scorpio. The World, a very happy ending, coming full circle, spiritual growth and insight. Four of Gabriel in this deck, time for a celebration, abundant rewards for hard work, release yourself from burdensome situations. That's just the text on that card. Okay, let's take a peek at your money. And then we're going to work to close out your reading because we're going a little long. Maybe that it may be too with the teaching that you do get your teaching certificate, maybe early during this time frame. You'll know what it means for you. This is a general reading, so it can come in so many different ways. It doesn't mean that you have to be a teacher, but for some of you it may indeed be occurring. What's going on for Scorpio's money? Oh, this is actually the Tarot of the New Vision. So this isn't, sorry, the money deck is over there. I'll get the money card last. What's going on behind the scenes for Scorpio around their sense of purpose in the world, their career? What's going on behind the scenes? The Death card in reverse. And the Three of Swords in reverse. Oh, sorry. I don't know why I got that one again. Oh. I'm gonna take it out because I did it. And then we have the Hierophant in reverse under the deck. Well, this does speak to institutions like higher learning, this kind of thing. Everything's kind of upended. We have it in reverse here, so it may be, this is why I say maybe you got your teaching certificate early, because we have this end of the cycle kind of energy. Institutions such as schools and banks and things like that, doing things differently, So again, everything kind of topsy-turvy a little bit here around your money, how you get your money, this kind of thing. We also have the Death card. So something either being rushed to completion around your money, or something that's taken longer than normal to complete. So it could be that if you have filed financial forms, say you filed for unemployment, it may be that that money comes through very, very speedily before you anticipated it to, or it takes longer than you would think. That kind of thing. It doesn't have to be that particular example. But with the death card reverse, we have, and it's around your career though too, not just your money, your sense of purpose. It may be that you are trying to rush toward an ending. And a career and something where you're trying to, or something's taking longer than you thought it would take to finish up. And we kind of see that a little bit with the Six of Michael, that kind of return energy. So there may be something that kind of, you kind of come full circle because it wasn't quite time to finish it up. So there may be something from the past around your money, around your career or a sense of purpose in the world, where something comes back in that you thought it had completed, or you're trying to finish it up quickly and it's not quite ready, or it comes back in order to finish the cycle here. But there's a lot of positive energy around it. I also did pull the Three of Swords in reverse. So there may be some sadness around money, this goes here, and it may get repressed. You may be repressing some of that financial fear, worry, anxiety. This is why it's important to tell these stories out loud, and draw attention to where you can get caught up through the older patterning, through the social conditioning of griping about money, because when things are unconscious, with the Three of Swords in reverse, around your money, some unconsciousness around there, we can't heal it, we can't change it. So this is why this full circle here is coming in. So make sure that you're being really clear on the stories you tell about your money, about your financial situation, about your resources. Is it full of hope and desire for a new future, or is it just griping through the old patterning and social conditioning? So it's something to be aware of and bring into consciousness that you can heal and transform it. Money is one of the biggest triggers, right? And it may not be about money. I mean, I keep talking about it like it's money, but it could just also be around your career and stuff. But this is very positive energy, so I'm not sure about that. Let's go ahead and get the money card. I have to tell you, Scorpio, this is a very, very interesting reading for me as I do it for you, because there's a lot of positive energy, but there is this thread here with the Three of Swords in reverse, and I can always tell a different financial abundance story that I went on about for quite a while, of breaking out of old patterning, right? The wheel, new beginnings, change in direction, the world, completion, leveling up, and also the return here with the Death card in reverse, the Six of Michael in reverse, things coming back around. So there's a lot of, you're on the right path, a lot of really positive, as we would say it, forward momentum kind of energy, expansion energy, but also that thread of stickier, staler patterning that is wanting to be released, transcended. So it's going to be different for everybody. There's, depending upon where you're at and what and your level of consciousness around this and all of that. So no right or wrong, just quite a spectrum here for where many of you may fall. What's going on with Scorpio and their money? We have the Strength card in reverse under the deck. And then we have the Five of Wands in reverse. Kind of matches that Hierophant in reverse. And then we have the Strength card in reverse. So, and this kind of goes with this Three of Swords in reverse. So there is that kind of feeling here in your reading in general, but now we're looking at your money, of feeling like things aren't quite okay, and it's understandable. around your money and around just kind of the life in general right now. But with the Five of Wands as a primary focus here on your money, it's just things are less busy. There's less opportunities presenting themselves, less competitive environment, less busy kind of environment around your money. So just wait. We have the Hierophant in reverse. We have the Five of Wands in reverse. So we have two fives. We have this change energy. Just go slowly. Be gentle. Keep reminding yourself of all the wonderful things that are occurring in your life. Keep focusing on that. We have so much positive energy here for you, Scorpio. The older patternings can sometimes come in very tightly and quickly because they're wanting to be addressed and brought into consciousness to heal and transform around money, career, life purpose, all of that. So nothing bad here with your money, but just take it easy, go slowly. If things have slowed way down in terms of income and opportunities for income, just take it easy. It won't be like this forever. And you're being asked to drop in, level up to something new here. You're on the right path. Keep doing what you're doing. We have the wheel, the world, all of that. And you inspire others, especially young people, by your own ability to transform as gracefully as you can during this time frame. So I hope that you find that helpful, Scorpio. Very, very interesting and quite complex reading for you. Listen to your other Sun, Moon, and Rising if you want additional clarity. And if you haven't watched your spiritual guidance for the month readings, those are up as well. So that might aid you in some way. And I also have meditation recordings up if you are looking for a meditation tape. There are a few that you can listen to for free or download from the podcast for free. All right, much love to you all. Bye.